Hello Twin Flames, this is Victoria and I'm here with your daily energy check. Welcome to my channel. Whether you're new or you're coming back, thank you for stopping by and for listening to the message that I have to deliver today. This is a timeless read, although as I speak we are in the equinox energy and we're fast approaching the new moon energy, and I'm gonna do a separate reading on that. But for now, I just want to say that I feel the energy pretty strongly. If you are having certain observations, please put it in the comments, let me know. But to me, and I've been talking about it the last couple of days, and I did the dedicated equinox reading yesterday, so check that out. I'll put a card here when you have a chance, because it's not just about the energy for that specific moment or that specific day. It's definitely one of the key solar and just general astrological events in the year, and it's impacting so much and kind of setting the scene for the next few months, at least for the time that's going into the winter solstice, which is going to be the 22nd of December. So at least between now and that time, this is the scene we're setting now. This is what this energy is all about. Which is a pretty big deal, considering that the last 2 or 3 months of the year are usually most intense in terms of, and we'll have eclipses coming in, there will be all kinds of stuff happening. So also more powerful energetic portals, the 10-10, 11-11, 12-12 portals are gonna be bringing pretty dramatic changes for the twins. So all in all, this is important energy to keep account for. And yeah, if you're interested in more detail, go to the reading, check it out, and I'm gonna continue with what we have for today. This will be a classic read, and I'm just gonna jump straight in and start with an oracle card for Divine Feminine. We'll see what we have to work with. Today I am gonna get some messages between the twins. Still have the Hermit Tarot cards here, so yeah, we'll definitely get to it. Okay, we have Serendipity number 18. Oh, I love this card so much. And as you can see from the artwork, it's all about, I don't want to say getting lucky because it has a little bit different connotation these days, but it's about having the luck. I don't know if anybody has seen the cartoon on Apple TV Plus. It's called Luck. It's adorable. If you're into animation for the whole family, full like feature animated movies, check it out for sure. And yeah, there's like this big concept about a whole like land, a different reality where people are focused on, well, not people, but certain creatures, I don't want to give too much away, are focused specifically on bringing luck to the world and bringing luck to planet Earth, to people. So this is that part where you have it with you and you can see yourself as this person. You can see this person as your guardian angel, your spirit guide. And there is this huge clover here that is symbolizing luck. And serendipity is even more so about being at the right place at the right time, right? It's like naturally happening. So this is a beautiful energy. I always see it as a reward, as appreciation from universe, from the divine, on the hard work you've been putting in and how diligent you've been with your growth and with your journey. So congratulations, Divine Feminines. Great message to step into the weekend, don't you think? Let's get to Divine Masculine now. Whoa. Okay, I'll take both cards. They definitely wanted to jump out. And it's another perfect card, number 22. It's Blessed. Yeah, it's actually pretty similar mirroring energy, right? This is a reminder that you are blessed, that you, first of all, you're blessed with the gifts that you have, with the mission that you have in this lifetime on this planet, the beautiful soul that you are. You're blessed just with like the profile that you have, who you are, what you represent, and what kind of impact you make in this world. That's a blessing on its own. And the other aspect is, of course, that you are being protected, you're being guided by your spirit team, by the divine, by your guides, Always remember that. The other card is building blocks, number 28. Yeah, and to me, this card is a lot about having certain structure to what you're doing. And I don't mean it in a negative way. It's more about, and masculines will probably relate even more. It's about having a certain roadmap and understanding that whatever is happening in your life, even if this doesn't seem like it fits directly into the next spot in your roadmap, it's still part of it. And it's adding a building block to what you're trying to achieve. It's important to believe in that those events that are coming, those people who are coming in, they've been destined to be on your path and to contribute. So again, and it again brings me into the card of gratitude and appreciation for this path that you have and for what has been happening on this path for you so far. Okay, let's get into tarot now. I've got the Souls on Fire deck with me today. This is my Casual Friday deck. But also what I heard from Mary Jo Cranmore, who created this deck, just very recently, that apparently one of the reasons that she went with this kind of artwork, which is sort of cartoonish drawings here, is because she sees a big connection of the tarot and the sort of the symbolism and the imagery that the tarot brings with the inner child work. And on the other side of it, it can provide additional input for you if you are working on your inner child and your inner child. If you're doing inner child work, if you're in touch with your inner child, doing some healing with that regards, that this kind of cards, this kind of imagery may speak more to you in terms of, and may give you certain references, certain insights from your childhood or your understanding of childhood and what is expected, what is not expected, those kind of things, because that will directly speak towards specific experiences that you had, the good and the bad. Okay, let's see what we have for Divine Feminine. So yes, if this is what you're looking for, this speaks to you. This deck is from Soulful Revolution and it's called Souls on Fire. I'm sure you can find it online if you Google it, if you search for it. Okay, we have 3 cards for the feminine today. Wow. The Star, Queen of Wands, and 2 of Cups. I love it so much. And we have mostly feminine, like these 2 have feminines on them, and this is feminine and masculine. Beautiful, love it. Let's see what we have for the masculine energy today. You have Justice and the Hierophant, 2 major arcanas. That's pretty amazing. The Justice card is the Libra season. So yeah, for those who haven't seen my recent readings, we're also in the Libra season now, which is also adding its own vibes. The Sun is in Libra, and it means that it adds its own vibe to what is going on. Actually, the new moon that is coming up is going to be in Libra. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. I'm not going to do the connection today because I think the reading is going to be quite long, but I have set the scene, and also I'll do the messaging, so that should at least give you some guidance on the dynamic between the twins. Actually, I'm not going to do the clarifiers today because I feel like the message is coming in pretty strongly, so I'm just gonna dive into it. Divine Feminines. You have the Star, the Queen of Wands, and the 2 of Cups. So yes, and yesterday actually we had Queen of Wands in the reading as well, and it was a deck that shows Queen of Wands in a fall setting, in autumn setting, which was pretty significant considering that's the season we're in. So in that deck, Wands represent fall season. So you can take it how it resonates. I think in this deck it's more significant that we have this Lion, so that to me it's speaking towards the Strength card. So it's almost like a minor arcana representation of the Strength card. I'm back with a reading. Sorry, I had to end an incoming call on my phone. So anyways, you have this, I'm getting that at the moment there is a lot of inspiration towards so many things, but primarily towards your goals and towards your mission, towards seeing your value in this life, in this world, the multiverse aspect of it, the multidimensional aspect of your being, of your personality, of you as a twin flame, right? So you may see vivid dreams, you may be even walking along the street and get some imagery, some symbolism in other people, in advertisements and billboards, maybe even in some places, some, I don't know, cafes, shops, whatever. You may see certain symbolism, it may be in the birds flying in the sky, certain symbolism and certain signs that will give you more information on your purpose and the gifts that you have, the tasks that you have here. Either from the side of what the world needs or from the side of what you have to offer, which will also correspond to what the world needs, because that's why you were needed here at this time with these skills, right? And of course, a big part of it is about the twin flame journey, and remembering that it's so much more than just a usual like romantic relationship with another person, like dating or even living together, or even a companion, a partner in the workplace, you know, like a business partner. It's so much more than any of those things. But it's a big part of your mission. So for those of you who are not focusing on that at the moment, this is a reminder that this is still important. And what it means, another message I'm getting is, even if you're in separation with your DM, or if you don't necessarily pay a lot of attention to your DM right now, which is totally fine, it's a reminder that one of the missions you have in this lifetime, because you're a twin flame, it means that one of your missions is connected with templates of love and changing the humanity's perspective on what love actually is, what is the healthy relationship, in the wider sense, not just with your significant other. And of course, your twin flame is the best mirror and the best partner in crime to work on those things and to shine that light for the world. But it doesn't mean that they're the only source of inspiration. In fact, we have other people in our life that are being put there as part of that work that we're supposed to do, to discover the sacred truth, to discover how this kind of interaction and dynamic with another person works, what we call love, on different levels of it. And this is where your gifts come in, because each of you, depending on what your gift cluster is, who you are, what kind of potential you have, you will see it from a bit different perspective. And that's what's valuable, that's what's precious, your unique approach to it and unique vision, and then relating to other people who, you know, will resonate with what you've been through, or who you are, or what kind of gifts you have, right? And that's how it's all gonna unfold then. So remember that even if you are in a relationship with a different person, or the people around you are your friends and family, or even some co-workers, or even clients, it's just as important to discover those natural laws and concepts and principles and the truth, let's call it that way, with capital T, with those people as well, through those interactions, because they will be building blocks to what you will be going through with your twin flame, and also building blocks for what you will have to offer to the world with your divinely guided mission here with the star card. Beautiful. For the masculines, we have the Hierophant and the Justice. So yesterday, Hierophant was actually in the connection place, and it was about the equinox energy, helping the twins step into the leadership role. And again, check out the reading for more details, but I see here strongly that the Libra energy and the equinox energy are helping the masculine balance out their emotions, first and foremost, because this is the most important thing that needs balance. That's what I'm getting here. And be able to be more constructive and grounded in the decisions that they make, and kind of help them realize their potential as a leader, as a role model, you know, as someone who has knowledge to share and who is creating legacy that will be passed over to other people and to other generations to come, right? Because this also doesn't happen in a day. You don't hear that the person was just living an ordinary life and then the next week they are this superstar that is sharing their experience all over the world, right? It also comes in stages, and the building blocks are important. Even if your building blocks right now are, I don't know, relationship with your mother that you need to repair, or maybe build healthy boundaries, or maybe your friends that are taking advantage of you, right? All of those aspects you cannot differentiate, and it's actually a message for both of the twins I'm hearing. You can't really separate, like, okay, relationship with my DM is important, so I'm gonna really try there, and I'm gonna do my learning, I'm gonna do my healing. But when it comes to other people, I don't really care that much. No, and we hear a lot of stories and a lot of examples from twin flames who, especially divine feminines, who do have a more solitary lifestyle, and a lot of them don't really have many communications or acquaintances, or close people, let's say, put it that way, because we have a lot of acquaintances anyway, but they don't really have other close people nearby apart from their DM. Or some of them, if they are in separation with the DM, like just in general, are mostly by themselves, right? And it's like almost sometimes I feel like is a guidance to step away from other people who are a distraction, who are bothering you with their vibe, etc., etc., which is true, of course, but it's all about keeping the balance. And again, remembering that those people that we meet on our path, those events that happen to us, they are there for a reason, and they're just as important building blocks towards union, towards self-realization, as your twin flame and interaction with them and building relationship and getting closer to union with them. And actually they are directly connected anyway. Okay, last but not least, I'll get some messages first from divine masculines to divine feminines. What would they like to share today with our beautiful divine feminine collective? I see the card light and it fell next to the candles. I don't want to lose you, because you're the light in my life that is always there, always around. I even if you're not around physically, I still feel like I can count on your energy to support me. And time to ground yourself. Yeah, I was just talking about it with the balancing of emotions. That's what divine masculines are working on right now. Whether they like it or not, they're being put in a situation where they understand that it's important. Okay, what do we have from divine feminines to divine masculines? What do DMs have to say to their masculines right now? Whoa, okay. Love is the answer, absolutely. What do you want? This is the Four of Cups energy, by the way. And have I lost everything? Yeah, so for divine feminine, it's a little bit strange that there is more of a distance between them and the DM right now. But they understand that it's important for DMs to understand what they want in this life, like what makes them happy. Not for divine feminine to tell them or show them, but them figuring it out on their own, right? So that we can be like, having that understanding smile when we see what's going on with them, but we don't meddle into it, right? We don't try to say, oh, don't you see what's going on here? Or don't you see that that person is taking advantage of you? I mean, if you're that close, you feel it's the right time, if you feel guided to say that, by all means do. But I find in my own story that a lot of times, even if I see my DM making obvious mistakes, it's important to let them make those mistakes, because that's the best way for people to learn. Not when somebody is giving you the answer, but when you're figuring out the answer yourself. And yeah, this last one is a 9 of Wands vibe. So this is like some fear that divine feminine is having, because we're stepping into new time and new energy, and it feels like the old life is kind of lost, kind of left behind, which is not true really, but there is a bit of that emotion, a bit of that vibe right now, a bit of that fear. Especially because the dynamic with the DM could be changing at this time, and this creates more of that feeling, even more of that feeling that maybe like things are changing, but I'm not sure if they're changing for the better, because our psyche, our ego, our monkey mind is always going to be prompting us that change is not great, because we don't know what to expect, right? Like, why would we do that if it's not really clear? Is it going to be good for us? Are we going to feel safe? it's always better to stay where we are, what we know here. But of course, it's not really the case. So there is a bit of that reconciliation that needs to happen between the brain and the mind, and on the other hand, the soul, the essence. Okay, I hope this has been good for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I love you all, and I'll be back with more readings very, very soon. Bye, everyone.